You better pack your bags because we're headed on the Express Tour, the City Skylines 2 Region Pack Tour, that is. Nous sommes arrivés en France, and I unfortunately can't speak German, but we're going to Germany too. I've added some new custom assets from the workshop, such as this surface, and a fantastic new rail bridge. So let's get started. So we'll be starting today's build over in this area, and what I'd like to start with is just placing down a medium road. We're gonna sort of line it out just to maybe, I think probably around 100 meters to start, because we're gonna be building an interchange here in a later episode when we come back and do a mass transit revamp and network cleanup, but not doing that today. So I'm just gonna measure out 100 meters, and then I'm just gonna leave this road here planned to know that this is where we'll kind of cut it off. And then we'll probably go out from this road again just a little bit further and leave space for our rail yard. So we'll get this kind of lined up here, and that should be good. And then we'll just kind of grab a smaller road and get that brought out here as well. So we've been placing the rail yard here as well as a recycling center. So we'll have to unlock that here in just a second, yeah, so we'll come in, we'll unlock the recycling center first. That'll help with our garbage problems that we've been having as well. Then we'll unlock train and tram as well, and we'll see if we use trams today, maybe not, but the recycling center placed first. That will be the main thing we want to kind of get going as well here. And then if we come into our transit options, we'll grab our rail yard, wherever that is hiding. Here it is. And we'll place that maybe even just further down here. I want to give ourselves a lot of space. So I will place that there, and then we'll just grab a road and extend this out in front as well. And that way we'll have space to add our rails everywhere. We also need to hook up our power and water just because there's nothing under the highway. So we'll quickly just hook these in over here. We'll do the same thing for our water pipes, and yeah, that should be all set to go. And then everyone's happy there. So we'll take a look at our recycling. Yeah, it looks like we've got some good processing now. We could maybe add some of the upgrades, maybe just the depot. Yeah, because that's going to help with money, and then our garbage, and we don't really have money for anything else. So we are still making lots at least, which is good. So yeah, that'll definitely get us going. The next thing we need to do is bring in our rails. So we'll grab the double track, and we'll bring this right to the edge of the map, and we'll bring in a nice outside connection. And I want to bring this nice and close to the highway. And we'll just kind of extend that all the way through to here. And it's just overlapping items, so that's not really working. So it might just have to do with the road here. So we'll just kind of bring it maybe this far to start, and then we'll bring it the rest of the way down. I know that's a level crossing. Again, we're going to fix all this in a later episode. So today we'll just be focusing on the pack. So hopefully traffic will function there for now. But yeah, anyways, we'll also get some of our rails hooked up to the outside connection. So we'll grab our continuous tool here, and we'll just get this kind of hooked into the track the best that we can. And yeah, I think we'll probably make use of the complex curve here just to kind of make a nice smooth connection into our outside connection track. And while we're here, we might as well again take advantage of that complex curve, and we'll just send another one the other way. And I think that looks like a pretty nice connection there. Now I'd like to bring the rails out of here, and I'm just looking and thinking maybe this recycling center needs to be moved. So we'll relocate it. Well, if I had measured maybe a bit better, we would have been able to fit it in this area, but that doesn't look like that's gonna work. So we could place it over here by the existing landfill, but also money. So you know what? We're just gonna use move it instead. So if I can just get move it to work here and turn on, that'd be great. And yeah, we'll just drag that over instead here, and we'll get this spun around. I think this will be at least a bit of a better location, and hopefully that'll help with the traffic as well. It shouldn't get too backed up trying to get across there. This is probably going to be maybe its permanent home, but yeah, we'll see. Again, later episode. And we're just going to focus on getting this new area set up. So we'll just come through and quickly remove some of these trees as well. Just bring up that brush strength and turn off the matching type here. And we'll just get these trees removed, and then we can carry on with our build. So come back over here and we'll get our other rails hooked up now as well. And then I'll be back in just a sec. The rest of today's build will bring us over to this area, and I've pre-cleared out all the trees so far. So we're going to be working on bringing in a train station, and we're going to start off by just doing a little bit of terraforming because we want to bring in some tracks. So I'm just going to grab a height here, kind of higher up, and we want to bring it kind of right up to the road so that the tracks can kind of clear over top. So let's grab this height here, and we'll just bring that over to here as well, and then that should be enough clearance. Then we'll come in and we'll grab the tracks, and I've grabbed this bridge from a creator, and I'll link it in the description below, but it's going to be the 4-track rail art deco viaduct. A bit of a mouthful. But yeah, we're going to be using that one to have the quad tracks going over this water here. So we should probably just grab this height and place it on the other side as well, just to get our tracks across nicely and level. So we'll do that there, and then we'll grab our rail bridge again, and it's not liking that height, so that is a little too low. So maybe we'll just have to go back and find a taller height. So maybe we'll grab this one here. Yeah, it looks like it should be better. We'll bring that up over on this side as well, and then just come back in. We'll grab our rail and bring it across. That looks like that is going to work there. So we will snap that to there. And yeah, I really love this asset. Just looking at the details of this bridge and the pillars, it's been really well done. So hats off to the creator. I really love this brick detail here as well, once you kind of zoom in and take a look. So yeah, it's going to be a really nice addition, I think, to what we're doing in this area here. So next, we'll probably look at placing the train station. So let's grab our station, and we're going to be using the historic central station from the German pack, which I think is basically coming out as everyone's favorite train station asset now. So let's place it right around, just back a bit from this little hill here. We have a lot of terrain in this area that we're going to be contending with, but yeah, we'll place that there. I want to have intercity line as well as sort of an outside connection line. So I'd like to place a train station here, but we're just going to use move it here. We're going to move this post office out of the way again as soon as I can figure out how to use move it. Come on, pilot, you can do it. All right. Okay, click it off. M, move. There we go. I swear I know how to play this game. Don't worry, guys. Rotate that there. And then we'll just kind of place this somewhere where it's a little bit out of the way. So maybe just even down here close to the highway. And yeah, it's out of our way now. So we'll grab the medium station, I think, if I can find it. It's right here. And we'll place that just kind of near where this little bus transit hub is already existing. So I think this will be a good spot so people can kind of take the bus to the train station and then hop on the train and get to different parts of the city. I'm hoping that we'll kind of be able to expand this little train area and rail as we move into different parts of our build here in Jetzburg. But yeah, we're going to grab the quad track, and again from the same creator, and we'll just sort of slope up to here just to kind of make a nice little bit of space for our rail. And then I probably trimmed it down maybe a little too close, but we'll see. So we'll grab the track. And yeah, that's not going to quite maybe hit the 180 that I want, so let's try that again. Tell it's been a little bit since I played some City Skylines, but so let's come back into our tracks, and we're just going to bring that basically straight down, I think. So we'll hook in there, go straight across, we'll bring it down to this flat part here, and I think that should work. And then we'll just extend it maybe a little bit further and use the straight track instead of the freeform, and I think right to about there should work. So what I'm going to do is grab the double track again, and we'll hook in from this side, And again, we're going to leave space because we're going to have intercity, or sort of inner city in quotations, meaning within our different cities. And then we'll have ones going outside the city to different regions, or, outside connections. So we'll hook this track up over here to our outside connection. And yeah, if we can just get this nice and curved into the track there. I'm doing this really zoomed out, so hopefully that works. Looks like it fits. So yeah, that's now connected to the outside. So I'm going to start building some roads around this train station, and I think we're just going to wrap it a little bit around the front. And then probably the same thing around the back as well, and then we'll hook that into there. And then I also want to connect this road, which is kind of why I left this area a little blank. I'd always kind of planned on building something like this here, but it was good timing with the asset pack. I am going to flatten out this hill though a tiny bit, just to give us a little bit of space. We're going to do a bit of a pedestrian plaza and build in this area using a mix of the French and German assets. So yeah, looking forward to incorporating those into the build. It's kind of like a historic town kind of idea. So we'll kind of grab our basic grid here first. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn off most of our snappings, just because I want to have this road basically lined up right in the front of the train station here. I'll bring this out about 70 meters or so. It doesn't need to be too precise, but that'll kind of be the start. And then we'll grab our custom pedestrian street here, and we'll turn on most of our snapping again. And basically, yeah, we'll kind of lay out a little bit of a plus sign cross sort of idea here, and we'll do these at about 72 meters, I think, on each side. And yeah, this will just kind of be the basis of our square, where we can kind of place buildings in the middle, and then we'll kind of do maybe something around the edges as well. Just kind of see how this, works out. If we don't like it, we can always make some adjustments. But yeah, we'll have a bunch of pedestrian streets around here. Again, this is the custom one that I built, so we'll have those there as well. And then I think we'll probably just need to hook up some roads just around the edges, so we'll just kind of put some basic roads around for now, and then probably a little bit later, either in the time lapse, that we'll probably add some more. And I just want to straighten this road out because it's looking a little weird. But yeah, later in the time lapse, I'll probably build out the rest of the road network. So we'll just kind of get the bones of the build like I usually do here, and then we'll go into a bit of a building detailing time lapse here in a bit, just to kind of do the rest. So we'll get the roads laid out here. I think I'm kind of happy with that. We'll get them kind of connected into different points a little bit later to kind of boost the connectivity. And I think I'm going to take off a bunch of these edge roads for now, and just have the square, I think, until we kind of decided where everything's going. So taking a look at our education, we definitely could use some elementary and high school. College and university is really lacking, but we don't have those assets in the pack, so we won't cover those today, but we'll definitely keep that in mind for the next build. So I think I want to use the German elementary school and then the French high school. So let's grab the high school here, since it's the most expensive, or yeah, maybe we'll get the elementary school first. Should be able to plop that right about here, I think should work. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll also grab French. No, sorry, I wanted the high school, and now we can't afford it, so oh no. Yeah, that's not really going to work how I want, and I see those warnings there as well. So we're gonna maybe have to use the other pedestrian street and maybe come up with something different here for now, because they do need some vehicle access, which is a bit annoying. I kind of like the pedestrian zones better in City Skylines 1, but looks like we have a quick amount of money, so we'll quickly grab the high school, place that opposite. And yeah, I think that really looks nice. The two buildings on the corner really sit well and kind of frame the station there in that sort of view cone that we have there. So yeah, kind of looking at it from both sides, it looks really nice. I'd like to place a city hall on this end as well. So let's just grab some roads here. We'll kind of, again, just leave ourselves a little bit of space, and we'll try and sort of line these up with the other roads as well. And kind of similar to what we did with the train station, we'll try and place a city hall right on the end here. Now, we're a little low on money, so we might have to play with our taxes maybe a tiny bit. We can take the industry demand up maybe a bit, and then we could take a small little extra loan as well. That gives us a little more cash. And then we have to, unlock it first. So go into our development tree here and we'll unlock the welfare office and then City Hall. And that should give us access to the asset. So let's come into our administration tab and it's $800,000. So, right, these are expensive assets. So we might have to maybe just do a little bit of building and zoning first. We'll get some more people moving in, they'll pay some taxes, and then we'll have the funds to expand. So that should work well. I'm gonna come in to find it and just filter by the French pack to begin with. And we'll just kind of pick out some of the buildings that work well. We'll go maybe to the medium filter just so that we can kind of filter out the low rent housing, although they're really nice. And then we'll place the signature building here right on the corner because that's a really stunning building. Really love a lot of the signature buildings in these packs. So, and then basically just gonna scroll through and look for different sort of medium density housing and corner housings to kind of place across from each other. Want to look for ones that kind of look like they complement each other, as well as the assets in the back there, and the elementary school and the high school. And then basically, yeah, we'll just come along and sort of just plop different buildings. I think even maybe, you know what, this one looks a little bit nicer. The roof kind of matches with the signature building here, so I'm liking that. And then yeah, we'll basically just sort of plop different assets along the edge here, and then we'll probably have to maybe use a little bit of move it magic just to get some of our buildings into place how we want them. But yeah, we'll just kind of plop all along here. We'll kind of build out this whole little square just to begin with. I don't know if we'll fill up this whole blank area today, just because timing wise, you guys know how my schedule is for those who follow my channel regularly. My builds don't always get to be as big as I want them to be, just simply because of, you know, time constraints, and I have to work. I can't just play video games all day long, so as much as I would love that. So there's little gaps here, but the nice thing is we can kind of look in different packs. Even in the German pack, we can just find one, or maybe the French pack will have just a tiny little 2x1 asset here or something like that. If we kind of go with the width here, we should be able to sneak something in right here. If I go for a building that's just a bit shorter, yeah, just like that. So again, I really love the versatility of these packs. You know, we can use a lot of different buildings, and look at that street view. Oh, these assets are just so amazing. So yeah, I really like looking at this view here. So what I'll do is I'll probably dive into the time lapse here. We'll build out this area and make it look really nice. And yeah, I can't wait to see what we come up with. well, fall has arrived. We've been doing so much building and detailing. I still have lots to go, but we finally have some money for the city hall, so I'd like to place that now. So we'll come into our administration buildings and we'll grab the French City Hall. I think this is going to be the best one here, as it's not a large asset, and again, we're just going to try and place it right here, and we're probably going to get the next milestone pretty soon here. But yeah, again, I think it's a bit of a smaller asset, but I think it's going to fit well for what we want here. And then we'll just come in to move it, and we'll just kind of move this path so it's right lined up here in the middle like so. And again, really like this asset. There is a few upgrades we can do on it once we have the money come in again. But yeah, I think this really just kind of makes some really neat sight lines on different parts of the city here. I do need to probably reset my camera options there. But yeah, kind of from both angles here, we've got a nice view of the city hall and our waterfront that we built in the last episode. And then kind of from this side as well, we've got that really nice view of the train station and the buildings kind of pointing overhead. So yeah, it definitely kind of makes for a nice little old town build. Basically, in terms of detailing and building, also just trying to start to build some transitions between the housing. So I've put some North American row housing here, and then kind of trying to transition spaces still to fill in, whether I'll do that off camera or maybe in a later episode when we come back and maybe finish building in this area here. But yeah, it's just some North American housing and row homes here, and then just kind of trying to break it up. We've got some, you know, French row homes all through here, and then kind of took advantage of the low rent housing from the French pack. It really kind of fits nicely here as well. So again, I thought because these aren't very tall, it's a nice transition again between the two styles of zoning. So we still got lots of squares to fill out, but yeah, most of our build was kind of focused today in this dense little area. Just for this parking lot as well, did take advantage of some of the surfaces by Algendo, I believe. Sorry if I said that wrong. Yeah, really nice surfaces pack that he has put together. So I'll definitely be putting a link for that in the description below as well. Just thought I'd do something a little bit different, cobblestoney again, kind of through here. And then it's really only one direction for vehicles to come in over here, but at least I've added some path over here as well for pedestrians to get to and from their vehicles. So yeah, I'm really loving these two packs so far. I'm really excited to kind of add more as time goes on. So I think maybe what we might have here is our little sort of region pack, a neighborhood maybe. So as some of the other packs release, we'll definitely come back and add in some more stuff. But yeah, really happy with how this has come together, just with the, you know, the German elementary school, the French high school, kind of just contrasting the two and seeing how they can kind of still play together nicely. And just taking a look at our train lines to see how these are doing so far. Train line 1, I believe this one goes right out of the city. Oh no, this is our inner city line, so that'll be kind of a little bit lower in terms of coming from outside connections. Looks like 19 and 15, so not too strong yet, but what we can do is we can take down the ticket price a little bit and to see if that'll encourage some more people to use it. I did add all the upgrades. I think that was done off camera just to increase a lot of the comfort as well, to make this a more attractive option. Probably in a later episode we'll also be adding in some more transit options through this area as well, so still lots to come. I feel like for this length of episode it is a rather small build, but you know, I had a lot of fun putting it together. So I'm gonna leave you with this nice street view here, and thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So take care and bye bye.